Welcome to our look at SpellCheckPlus. Come up to my toolbar and go to SpellCheckPlus.com. SpellCheckPlus is a free program. There are a number of advertisements, including the ones offering you to get the paid version. We are just using the free version. The basic operation is fairly simple. If we scroll down, we get to the main window. It gives you the instructions. Type or paste your English text here. So I'm going to get rid of what's there. Just so happens I have some English text over here in my document. I made it deliberately with some errors. Me and him went to the movies. We say the movie where Godzilla fights Mothra. There ain't nothing better than a monster fight. Let's go over to SpellCheckPlus and paste that text in. Yes, we will allow access. Once your text is in, you click the Check Text button. Get a little prompt here saying please purchase the full version. I'll just click OK to continue. And it starts giving us some things to check for. Right here, I'll hover my mouse. And when I hover my mouse, you'll notice over on the right side of the screen a small pop-up. It says you might need a subject pronoun here, i.e., e.g., I do not want it, he likes it, etc. So let's change that him to he. Let's move over here where it says movies. It gives us a suggestion of other spellings, including movies, M-O-V-I-E-S. I'll make the change. The movie where Godzilla fights Mothra. When I hover over the word fights, I get a number of suggestions. None of them is in fact the right suggestions. So we'll actually come back to this one. Ain't. They say when writing, use a form of the verb be followed by not. For instance, she is not coming. So we'll change that ain't as per their instructions. There is not. Nothing better than a monster fight. Again, if I hover over fight, I have a bunch of errors. Let's click Check Text again and see what we get now. Okay, we still have some issues that we're looking at. Fights and fight we know about. And then we have is not nothing. The little pop-up there says, we suggest you write anything. For instance, there isn't anything. Okay, well let's take their advice and say there isn't anything better than a monster fight. We'll click Check Text once more. Okay, this is clearly not perfect, but let's go to our next step. Let's not forget, we still have Microsoft Word. We have other tools at our disposal. I'll select my text, and there's an icon here, Copy as Plain Text. We don't want to have this red and underline and any other interesting formatting that SpellCheckPlus has added in our finished document. So I'm going to select this and choose Copy as Plain Text. This brings up this plain text window. It says select the text and use Control-C, which I will do. Control-C to copy to the clipboard. I can exit out of this, and I'll come back to my document where I can paste the revised text. Now clearly, this is still not 100% correct text. Let's run it through Microsoft Word's spelling and grammar check as well. SpellCheckPlus was not able to give us a good suggestion for F-I-T-E, and it looks like Microsoft Word is having similar difficulty. So for now, I'll click Ignore. Microsoft Word recognizes that me and he went to the movies is not right. It suggests we change to I. Let's change that. F-I-T-E-S for fights. Hey, here there's actually the correct fights suggested. Let's click Change. Mothra. For those of you who are fans of Japanese monster movies, Mothra is indeed a giant moth that Godzilla fights. I will ignore that. And we're done. We're done using this tool. We still do not have a perfect couple of sentences here. What we have are sentences that have been cleared of some of their more glaring errors, but it still takes a human touch to look at this and figure out what else there is to be done. For instance, I and he went to the movies. Nobody talks like this. Let's change that to he and I went to the movies. That's not because of any suggestion the computer made. That's just the human in me saying, let's make this sound better. We say the movie where Godzilla fights Mothra. None of our spell check tools noticed the word say was intended to be the word saw. And that's something that we can recognize through proofreading or through listening to what we've typed. There isn't anything better than a monster fight. Well, thanks to the clue we've been given here, Microsoft was able to help us. I can correct that one manually. Now we have a finished paragraph that appears to have no errors. We should be in good shape, and that's thanks to a couple tools, including SpellCheckPlus and including Microsoft's own spelling and grammar check. As a little afterword here, I should note SpellCheckPlus is free, and because it's free, you do have to deal with these ads on the side in the free version. Also, on occasion, when there's substantial usage from one location, like the Academy at Liberty Resources, you will get an additional warning before you can utilize the spell checker, an additional warning that says a number of people from your site have been using this product. Wouldn't you like to buy it? At present, we are not going to buy it, but we will continue using the free version. So, thank you SpellCheckPlus for being a central tool in getting us from our initial text to this text.